Hi, Susan. Thanks for coming in today. How are you?
Hi. I'm okay, I guess.
Yes. You don't seem very okay. What's the matter?
I'm just tired and frustrated and so done with everything.
I can feel how heavy that must feel for you.
Yeah, it is.
Where do you feel it most in your body right now?
In my stomach,
In
in
your,
my brain, my head.
in your
I'm
head?
just, yeah, I'm just tired.
Tired? What do you think's behind that?
I don't know really. I'm just tired of it all.
When you say you're tired of it all, what is it all?
Yeah, I'm tired of fighting and trying to make it work for my kids and myself. I'm just tired.
Mm.
I'm doing it all by myself since my divorce, and my ex-husband, he doesn't help with the kids or anything. My son is gets in trouble with the law. He doesn't listen. He's only 14, and my daughter, she doesn't want to go to school. She's doing poor in school when she goes. I'm just tired of trying to deal with this all by myself.
Of course you are. That anyone would be. That's the first thing I wanted to tell you, Susan. Anyone would be tired in your circumstance. So feeling tired, that's not broken. That's just feeling tired. And it's valid. It's okay to feel that way. But we can learn ways to cope with it, ways to relieve some of that weight, ways to sort of connect ourselves, our minds, our bodies, our spirits, so that we're able to handle these stressors better, right? Because they're not going away, right? Right? These are things that you're going to have to deal with for quite a while yet, according to our intake session. Is that right?
I wish they would just go away, but I guess you're right. I
You,
have to deal with them.
I, I notice you keep saying that you wish they would go away. You wish you to get out of it, and then when you were talking about your children, I noticed your breath caught. You went like almost like a startle breath when you mentioned each of your children. So I wanted to take a moment there. When you think about your son Charlie, what feelings come up for you?
I'm just so disappointed in him. He's just like his father. He just gives me a hard time. He won't listen to anything I say, and he doesn't want to follow my rules. And he's getting in trouble. He was caught stealing. He's caught he get into fights, and I don't know what to do anymore. He needs his father in his life, but his father is not in his life. It's just me. I can't do this anymore by myself.
And you're not by yourself. That's one thing I want to let you know right now. You and I are working together, right? You know that you have some help in me, and you have some other resources that we talked about before too, right? You mentioned you had a colleague at work that is a trusted friend that you can confide in. So let's make sure that we don't mislead ourselves, right? We're tired, and we're doing it mostly alone, but we do have help, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do have the help, but
It's
my
not
friend at work, she's just my friend at work. She doesn't help me with my kids.
yeah.
She's not helping me to raise my kids. She's not helping me with my finances. She's just there. And we just talk at work and we hang out and we go when I can. And that's just about it. So I just feel like I'm alone. I know I have you, but I'm just tired
I can
of
understand
this.
that. And I noticed that you closed up just now when I was, and it's okay. You can protect yourself that way. And I noticed you did that when you started going through that giant list, right? I saw my son and my daughter and my husband and the job. And as when you make those lists, those giant rows, I see your body just start to shut down and your head goes down and you have a hard time looking at my eyes. I've noticed that. So I want to just stay where we are. I don't want to bring anything else in. I just want to clear some of this burden from you right now so that you have the space so that you can at least start looking at other options and tools in your life. Right now, you just seem so crushed down by all of this that you don't even know where to begin. Is that fair?
Yes, it's fair.
Okay. So I noticed when the body closed and your breath got sharp. So why don't we take a moment to just give our body some oxygen and straighten our spines to make sure that we're not adding to our stress by the way we're sitting. Okay. And now I want you to think about, we talked about Charlie. Let's think about Lisa when we breathe now. Okay. We're going to take a deep breath to the count of four, hold it for four, and then let it out for four. And then I want you, after you do the breath, I want you to tell me what's going on with Lisa. Okay.
Okay. Are you going to do this with me to
Yeah.
show me?
I'm going to
Okay.
count through it. You want me to do it first and then we'll do it together?
Yes, please.
Okay, great, no problem. I'm going to do it first and I'll count through, I'll talk it through. So I'm going to breathe in through my nose to a count of four. And then I hold it for four. And then I release. So you notice I went six on the release. Okay. So when we breathe out, we're going to breathe out a little bit slower than we breathe in. And I want you to do that, let's say two times, and then we'll talk again. Okay. And on I go. Ready? Breathing in for one, two, three, four. Holding. One, two, three, four. Release slowly. One, two, three, four, five, six. And one more time in. One, two, three, four. Hold. Two, three. Release. One, two, three, four, five, six. Now, Susan, how is your body feeling in this moment?
Felt okay. I like that.
A little better? Okay.
I feel that in my shoulders, I was really like this. And when I did it the second
Move it out.
time, it came out.
Yeah, I can see you're taller now. You're a little bit more centered, you know. So sometimes when you feel that list overwhelming you, try taking space just for a couple of those breaths and then see how we can move forward, like we're doing now, for instance. So what's going on with Lisa?
Well, Lisa, she's not listening to me either. She's getting suspended from school. She's fighting in school. She doesn't want to study. And I just don't have any control over her to discipline her because she talks back and she's like ready to fight me when I try to discipline her.
That must be very frustrating.
It's very frustrating to have my daughter to treat me this way, and I'm the one who's taken care of her whole life.
Yeah. I notice your head's moving a lot when you bring up your daughter. There's a lot of tension there I'm feeling. Maybe a little bit of almost anger. Is that possible?
That is actually correct. I'm very angry with her, being that she's my daughter, my only daughter, and this is the things that I get from her.
It's hard. It's hard when we feel unappreciated, when we feel like our sacrifices aren't being noticed or respected. How do you feel in your body when you think about that disrespect?
I just feel really angry and upset.
Right, so I saw your hands clenched and your
Yeah, I
shoulders
get
went up
so
like
angry
that.
that this is my own only daughter, my daughter who does
Okay.
this.
So I want you to feel that anger. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel it, right? And I
It's
want you
okay
to
to
go
feel
ahead.
the anger.
Yeah, feel it. Let your body feel it right now. Make fists, clench up your shoulders. Make it as tight as you can. Do it with me. Just get as angry as you can. Just feel it. And then we're just going to let it drop all of a sudden. Ready? One, two, three. Just drop it. And a deep breath. Okay. So now we're not fighting the anger. We felt it. That's just information, right? I am angry. I now have that information. We can use that information to move forward. We don't have to respond from that place, though. Does that make sense?
It does.
So instead of resisting our anger, that's when it gets trapped in our bodies, you know?
Mhm.
We got to allow ourselves to feel our emotions, let them flow through our bodies and our minds, and replenish our spirit that way. Does that make sense?
It does. It makes sense because I do keep it all inside
So, Susan, why do you think you do that? Why do you hold it all in?
because I want the problem to be fixed. So I just keep it all inside. I don't share it with my friend at work. And I try not to fight with Lisa because I don't want it to get more than what it actually is.
That's true. You mean we certainly don't want to add to conflict when we can avoid it, but sometimes we can't just avoid the emotion or the problem, you know? There are some problems like life, like you're feeling right now. You're smart enough. That inner part of you, the part that already knows the answer, that part knew you needed help. You couldn't do it alone. That's what brought you here, you know? And so we're going to start learning how to reframe that in later sessions. But right now, I just want to focus on you allowing your body to relax, allowing your lungs to fill with air, telling your body that it's safe. Because if you're in that mode where your body doesn't feel safe and you're angry and everything's all trapped in there, that's when you shut down. That's when your face goes blank. That's when I can see you just turn off, right? Because it's too much. You overload and shut down. Anyone would. So, what I'd like you to take away from today is nothing really big, just that we have bodies, we have minds, and we have ourselves, our spirits, our souls, whatever it is you like to call that center of yourself, that the part of you that doesn't change over time, that's still you. All three of those parts are going to be working together if we're going to get better, right? So we're going to start by focusing on your body and letting this tension go. And once the tension's gone, you'll be able to be calm enough that we can look at these other areas and find ways to improve them, not just survive. Does that sound good?
It does. Thank you.
Okay. Well, no, I want to say thank you to you. It's very brave of you to admit that you're angry at your daughter because, we're not supposed to. We're supposed to be perfect parents, right? But I just want to applaud you for taking care of yourself, for exploring the space with me. And I want you to know that we're only going to move as fast as you want. Okay. If there's something you don't want to deal with right now, we'll just put a pin in it and deal with it later. Okay. All right. Thanks, Susan. We'll see you next time.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Okay, thank
You did
you.
really good. Let those shoulders relax.
Yes,
Don't
thank you.
forget your breath. Bye bye.
Bye.